Hi everyone, it's KIREI here for Bramble Fox, and I have a brand new layout using the fabulous July Fox spots. I'm using the Beautiful View title in that gorgeous sort of yellowy orange, and got a few of the ice creams there. I've also got Paper Snips number 95 that comes with Fox Spots Plus, and then I'm using the Summer Flower set that you can just see the top left. So I've pulled out some photos from our trip to Lanzarote early this year. So it was beginning of February. And they're just photos of the sort of beaches along the coastal walk in Playa Blanca. So I decided that they would be perfect to go with certainly the title, but also the paper snips. So I'm fussy cutting out, and I will fussy cut out the whole sheet of paper snips. I do love a bit of fussy cutting. It doesn't really take too long. I know not everyone loves it, but yeah, it's something I can just sit and do and pass the time away. Anyway, they're all cut out now. And then I have my photos. I'm just going to mount them on this orange pattern paper. And this is from the Bella Boulevard Time to Travel collection. It's a slightly older collection, but I love all the bright colours in it. And I haven't got necessarily like full sheets of everything. So I've got pieces like this, which are perfect for layering up and playing around with. So yeah. So I'm going to use 2 photo strips. I've got the 4 on the first one, and then I will have 3 on my second strip. As you can see, all done now. And then I'll get these stuck down. And I'll just play around with really how I layer these bits up. It's a great way to use up sort of, pattern paper pieces, and just get a bit of dimension and colour into a layout. So yeah. So just bringing in the trusty T-square that I love, just making sure I'm happy with where everything's sat. And I could not possibly have a wonky line, could I? That I really don't. I don't know. Some people just stick down and they're really happy with that, but I'm definitely a bit OCD about making sure my lines are straight and titles are, straight and all that sort of thing. Anyway, so I'm just deciding that I needed to trim this and extend that piece slightly because of the way where my photos were sitting. So just sort of making sure I'm happy with that. And then, and then I can get those photos, I think. Oh no, I'm changing my mind again, deciding where's that bit going to sit. But no, it is going to sit underneath the yellow pattern paper. There we go. Right. Finally, I can now get my photos stuck down. So with photo strips, I tend to mount them totally with the foam pads. And then, though I don't raise the second one, I have that flat. So I have that sat just slightly underneath. But yeah, I do tend to raise them completely on the foam pads. Whereas if I was just using sort of single photos, I'd only use the foam pads usually on the top edge only. Okay, bringing in my paper snips. Now these were great because I didn't really use. I don't think I did. I use any other ephemera. I don't think I hardly did. So I'm just playing around with where everything's going to sit before I actually start to get things stuck down. Now, on the little like hole with the seagulls there on the right, it said every summer has a story. Now, this wasn't summer, even though it is glorious weather and is beautiful, it wasn't. But there was on the paper snips, there was another little sign that just said beach. So I've sat that over the word summer and just says every beach has a story. And I thought that worked particularly well. Also, the little square images, they mention summer quite a bit. So I do just sort of slightly hide that. I mean, it would have been fine, but obviously the date on my layout would say February, which is very obviously not summer. Okay, so here we go. Layering everything up, tucking my bits and pieces in the large. There's it's got beach huts on it, the little square there, but it does say summer, but that gets covered up with the glasses in the end. This is where I stick down the sign over the top of the summer, and actually I thought it worked really well. So yeah. And then I've got the little ice creams. They come in the Fox box. They're very cute. And then I've also brought in some of the flowers. They're from the summer flower set, the new set. And there's like the orangey colour, peachy tone, and the dark navy. And then there's the sort of soft sage green leaves. And then I did bring in a couple of bits of ephemera. That's right. I've just remembered seeing these now. So I brought in the little cacti, and then the palm tree I added over to the left as well. So they're from the Bella Boulevard collection. But other than that, all the other pieces are from the Paper Snips. So just playing around with everything here, sitting things, adding foam pads on some pieces and others just leaving them flat but raising up the edges. Fiddle around with, I have to say, I do fiddle around with the leaves quite a bit. And I do on the left side as well. But anyway, I get there in the end, thankfully. Okay, and back over to the left side where I stuck down the large signpost. And then I'm just adding in the other little ice cream cone, very cute. And then I will add some of the flowers in here and one of the starfish. But yeah, so this is all part of the July Fox box. If you're not a subscriber, pop over to the website, bramblefox.co.uk, click on Fox Box, and you'll find all the details there about subscribing. There are two options. There's the regular Fox box, but there's the Fox box Plus as well. And that includes the paper snips, which is what I've been using, and also a Fox cut stencil as well. So yeah, you can find all of that on the website. Okay, I'm nearly there. I do bring in these puffy stickers, fiddle around with a little cacti, and then it just doesn't work. So no, I had enough really. I didn't need to add really anything else, but I do have the cute Bella Pot's large sun sticker, and I thought it perfectly balanced against the beautiful view title over to the right. So yeah, that worked well. So now I can get my title stuck down. I will add, of course, my journaling to the bottom of the layout. I'll always add some journaling, whether it's just a line or two or a little bit more detail, but it's always about getting a date on there for me. It certainly helps when I'm filing them into an album months later, which is usually the case. Anyway, here is the final layout, and then we have some close-up pics of the fabulous perspectives from the July Fox box and the new summer flowers set. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye for now.